Good evening, and welcome to Pakistan Today News from our London studio. I'm Victoria Lane. The United States is facing growing challenges in securing international support to reopen the strategic Strait of Hormuz. Key allies, Australia and Japan, have reportedly declined to deploy naval ships for the mission, as tensions in the region continue to rise during the ongoing conflict with Iran. The Strait of Hormuz remains one of the world's most critical energy routes, carrying a significant portion of global oil supplies. Washington is working with partners to ensure safe passage for commercial shipping, but diplomatic hurdles remain as the war enters a more volatile phase. Meanwhile, U.S. President Donald Trump says American forces are targeting Iranian drone factories as part of ongoing military operations. In a statement posted on his Truth Social platform, President Trump also accused Iran of using artificial intelligence to spread disinformation during the war. He rejected media reports claiming that 5 U.S. refueling aircraft were destroyed in an Iranian strike, calling those reports fake news, created through AI-generated manipulation, and insisting that nearly all U.S. aircraft involved in the operation remain fully operational. Oil markets are also reacting to the escalating conflict. Global crude prices have remained close to $100 a barrel as the Iran war enters its third week, with both sides showing little sign of stepping back from confrontation. Investors remain cautious, and global stock markets have fluctuated amid fears of supply disruptions. Diplomats are working urgently to ensure the safe movement of oil tankers through the Strait of Hormuz, a vital choke point for global energy trade. Prices briefly surged even higher after President Trump confirmed that U.S. forces carried out strikes on military targets on Karg Island, a key Iranian oil export hub. Analysts say any prolonged disruption in the region could significantly impact global energy supply chains and drive further volatility in international markets. Japan has meanwhile announced that it will begin releasing oil from its strategic reserves. The decision follows guidance from the International Energy Agency to start providing emergency supplies across Asia and Oceania in response to instability in global energy markets. Japan relies heavily on the Middle East for energy, with approximately 95% of its oil imports coming from the region. Officials confirmed through the government gazette that reserve levels are now being gradually reduced to stabilize domestic supply and ease pressure on international markets. Energy analysts say the move could help moderate short-term price spikes, although broader market uncertainty remains tied to the ongoing conflict. The global energy crisis has also drawn attention from international climate leaders. The United Nations climate chief, Simon Stiell, says the ongoing Iran war highlights the dangers of continued dependence on fossil fuels. Speaking to European Union policymakers in Brussels, Stiell described the situation as what he called an abject lesson in the risks associated with relying heavily on oil and gas. He warned that fossil fuel dependence undermines national security and sovereignty by exposing countries to geopolitical shocks and rising energy costs. According to the UN climate chief, Europe remains particularly vulnerable due to its reliance on imported fossil fuels. Stiell urged governments to accelerate the transition toward clean energy in order to reduce economic risks and improve long-term energy security. Iran's military has also issued a warning to countries in the region regarding their support for a London-based media outlet. The Khatam al-Anbiya Operational Command said that facilities used by the television channel Iran International could be targeted. Tehran has accused the network of spreading false information and serving what it described as American and Israeli interests. Iranian authorities referred to the outlet as what they called the Zionist International Network, further intensifying tensions surrounding media coverage of the conflict. In the United Arab Emirates, financial institutions are responding to the worsening security situation linked to the war. Citibank has announced that most of its branches and offices in the UAE will remain closed indefinitely. The bank had previously planned a partial reopening, but escalating regional concerns prompted a change in strategy. According to a message sent to customers, only the Mall of the Emirates branch in Dubai is currently operating, and even that location is functioning with reduced working hours. Banking officials say the measure is intended to ensure staff safety while maintaining limited services for clients. And now to Pakistan, where the military says it has launched decisive strikes along the Bajour border against Afghan Taliban positions. Security sources report that guided missiles were used to destroy key militant posts as part of a major counteroffensive under Operation Ghazab-ul-Haq. Officials say the operation reflects Islamabad's intensified efforts to target militant elements threatening national security, and that further action will continue until operational objectives are achieved. For more on this developing situation, we go to our correspondent Adam Khan in the northern areas.
Pakistani security officials say the strikes near the Bajour border were carefully planned and executed after intelligence confirmed militant activity in the region. Guided missile systems were used to target fortified positions believed to be supporting cross-border operations. Military sources indicate that several strategic posts were destroyed during the initial phase of the operation. Authorities say additional surveillance and security deployments are underway to prevent further infiltration across the frontier. Officials have also emphasized that the campaign will continue until militant threats along the border are fully neutralized.
Our thanks to Adam Khan for that report. Pakistan's military leadership maintains that Operation Ghazab-ul-Haq will continue until all objectives are achieved, underscoring Islamabad's commitment to addressing cross-border militancy and strengthening security along the frontier. That's all for now. You're watching Pakistan Today News. I'm Victoria Lane.